Hello everyone. Today I am going to deal with question number 152 of leetcode, which is the maximum product of the subarray. Okay, it's the question number 152, not 52. So 152 question number it is. Now first of all I'll read the question, what it is telling that, and I would just repeat one thing, that whenever you have to solve any question, just read the statement very carefully, because any hint which is given in the question in the coding subject, if you think that it is a tricky thing you are just given in order to confuse you, no, every line, every sentence has some meaning. Okay, so I am reading the question that given an integer array nums, okay, nums नाम का एक array दिया है, and we have to find a sub array that has the largest product and return the product. So what is sub array? Sub array is the continuous array, right? And we have to return the largest product. You would remember one question through Cadence algorithm, we used to find the maximum sum of the sub array, right? That whenever the current sum used to get smaller than 0, we used to replace it with 0. And then again we used to start adding it, like y to carry the negative number which is going to reduce the number, right? So in case of maximum product subarray, we have to deal with this question. So let me take the test case example only. It is 2, 3 minus 2, 4. 2, 3 minus 2 and 4. So after seeing this question, what strikes your mind first of all? That you have to find the maximum product. You might be thinking that can't we apply like Cadence algorithm? The answer is yes, you can apply by the optimized way. And there are three. Before solving any question, you just go in this manner. First of all, the brute approach, then the better approach, and then the most optimized approach. Okay, so always move in this pattern. Now brute force I am leaving on you, because you know how to I have drilled also like how to print the subarray. So in subarray you just have to make one optimization. You have to declare product and you have to declare with equals to 1, and you just need to keep on multiplying the number and comparing it with max product. So I am not going to solve that question. At last you have to compare it. Moving ahead, brute force, it would require time complexity big O of n cube. Now for the better one, the time complexity is going to be n square. How? Because we will think in this manner that what is subarray? 2, 3, 2, 3 2 minus 2, then it is 2, 3 minus 2, 4. It is going in this manner, right? So you would think like this, that why to keep on just because 2, 3 we are taking, and again we are taking the array 2, 3 minus 2. So why we are taking 2, 3 again? Instead, can't we just calculate and multiply minus 2 next time? So in that case we removed one loop and the time complexity become n square. Now moving towards the most optimized way, there is two ways to solve this optimized question. Optimized way. One is that you do with Cadence algorithm, and the other one is by observing. So I'll prefer the second one, okay, by observing. Now, so what you are observing over here, that when we multiply 2, 3, the answer is going to be 6, and when 2, 3 is, and minus 2, it's minus 12. Minus 12 into 4, 48. So here you can see that Cadence algorithm will work, right? Or the simple multiplication would also work. But what if the case is, what if this case becomes like this, minus 2, 0 and minus 1. So minus 2 multiplied by 0, it is going to give you 0. 0 multiplied by minus 1, it is again going to give you 0. But if you would have done with like this in the brute force way, then the answer would have not remained same. Then your maximum product would have been something else. So you would be seeing that here we have to declare two things. First is that you have to take prefix, and the other thing is that you have to take suffix. Means prefix, suffix, what I am trying to say is, like suppose I'm taking one more example over here. It is -2, -4, 3, 8, 2, -2. This is the product. -2 into 4, it is going to give you 8. 8 into 3, 24. 24 into 8, what is going to be 24 into 8? It is going to be 176. Sorry, 24, 122. 24 into 8. 192. So 24 into 8, 192. 192 into 4, 192 into 2, sorry. It is going to be 398. Moving towards -2, it would give like this. So the problem is that in the product, what will happen, that when two different, means when two numbers are there with minus sign, then it gives the positive. And suppose if the only 3 number array would have been there till this much, so -2 into -4, it would have given 8, and 8 into -3, it would have again turned into -24. So the maximum product is going to be this one. The problem arises over here only. So here we have to move in a different way. First of all, we have to declare one prefix, means suppose, and one more example I am taking over here. I don't know, as much as I have to take for explaining you, I'll do. Suppose it's -4, 4, 0, 4, -4. So when we multiply these two, it is going to give -16. And when we multiply with 0, it will give 0. And when 0 is multiplied further, it is again going to give you 0. Right? And suppose this would have been -1 and 1 instead of that. So -1 into 1, it would have given -1, then it would have changed to 0. And now 0 is going to be multiplied with anything, it is going to give you 0 only. But here the maximum product would have been 4. So how to get that answer? You have to think in this manner, that you have to take one. So instead of taking the whole, we could have taken this much and then this much. So prefix and suppose suffix. So here you have to deal with 2 containers. Okay. Moving ahead, here you have to deal with 2 containers. Now moving ahead, what we are going to do, that we are creating 2 variable. One is pre equals to 1 and stuff equals to 1 only. Now I am going to apply the for loop over here from I equals to 0 to I greater than n, I plus plus, and each time what I am going to do, that pre equals to pre into array of I, and stuff equals to stuff into array of n minus 1 minus I. And before moving towards this, I have to declare one condition also. What if the number between the array, it comes 0? So everything is going to be ruined and it is going to be 0. So for that I have to declare at the same time that if prefix becomes at any stage at equals to 0, make the prefix again as 1. And for stuff also, if stuff becomes 0 at any condition, make stuff equals to 1. Okay. And then I have to do that for the maximum product. I am taking one variable called maximum product, in which I am going to explore, I am going to put minus infinity. Now max product, what is going to be? It is going to be, max product is going to be max of prefix. First of all, max of max product only. Okay. Max of max product, comma, max of prefix and suffix. I know this whole thing would be looking very complicated to you, I could understand, but now when we are going to dry run, everything is going to become clear to you. Now let me dry run this code once. Now let me dry run this code once. So the array which is given over here is, now it's okay. So the array which is given over here is 2, 3, 2, 3, minus 2 and 4. Okay, so first of all I created one prefix which is pre. Then I am creating one more variable which is stuff. I am going to create the maximum product. Pre stuff maximum product. Okay, so now the thing would be in this manner, that in the pre I have stored 1, in the stuff I have stored 1, and the one more variable is the I, which is going to move from I equals to 0 to I greater than n I plus plus, right? So I is only changing every time, and the basic thing is that we are doing pre equals to pre into array of I, and the stuff is going to be equal to stuff into array of n minus 1 minus I. Now you might be thinking that how I have thought about this concept that it is going to be n minus 1 minus I. So basically in the first pre stuff, in the pre variable what I am going to store, I am going to store the product from opposite from like this, from starting, and then the stuff what I am going to do, that I am going to store from this side. So I am taking the track from both the side, and then I am in the maximum product, I am storing the maximum of the prefix from this side and from this side at the same time, and with the maximum of the max product. Like this the things are working. I hope the things would be getting clear to you. And now let's run this code. In the max product I stored minus infinity, and what is going to be max product, you don't have to think about the entire concept at once. You just break down the things and then you think. Like for me, whenever the questions become difficult, I do the same thing. So max product equals to, I am going to do the maximum of max product only, and the maximum of pre and stuff. And you would remember that why I would have applied this case, that if any time pre equals to 0, make it 1, and if stuff equals to 0, make it 1. Because if pre have become 0, now further with whatever number it is going to be multiplied, doesn't matter, it is always going to make the number 0 only. So why to just multiply the number and make it 0 when we have to find the maximum product, right? Now moving ahead, let's try run this code. First of all, I is 0. Okay, I starts from 0. Yep, now it's okay. Now I is 0. Okay, so pre equals to pre into array of I. So pre is right now 1 into array of 0, it's equals to 2 only. So here it will get stored 2. In the same manner, stuff will be stuff equals to stuff into array of n minus 1 into n minus 1 minus I, which is we are taking the backward track. So right now I is 0 and n minus 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1, which is 3. 3 minus 0, which is 0, first, second, third, last element. So stuff equals to n into array of I, which is going to become 4. Now the max product is going to be maximum of max product and max of pre and stuff. So first of all, what is the maximum of pre and stuff over here? The maximum is 4, and max product and maximum of minus infinity and 4, it's 4. So here 4 got stored over here. Okay, now moving towards the next element, and now you just see what we are trying to do, that we are trying to store the value from forward also and from backward also. Like why this we have to do, because if minus 2 into minus 2 is there and 1 again minus 2 is there, so we know minus 2 into minus 2 is going to give the 4, but when 4 into minus 2 it is going to give, then again it is going to give minus 8, which is negative. So we need to store 4 at first in order to take out the maximum product. That's why we just divided it into prefix and the suffix. From the backward we are taking and from forward we are taking. Okay, now moving ahead to when now I becomes 1, it moved towards here. Now pre equals to pre into array of I. So 2 into 3, it's going to give you 6. and now the stuff, it would be stuff into array of n minus 1 minus I. Now I have to take this element. So the logic which I have applied over here for taking the backward track, it's n minus 1 minus I. So n is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 minus 1 minus I is 1. So 4 minus 1 minus 1, it's 2. So just check 0 first, second. We got the second element. Now in the stuff it will become minus 8. See, from the forward side it became 6 and from the backward side it became minus 8. Now we have to take the maximum of pre and stuff. So maximum of pre and stuff is 6, and then we have to take the maximum of maximum product and this one. Maximum of pre and stuff, which we got 6. So here now the 4 will come and here 6 is gonna to be stored over here. Okay. So in this manner we took the maximum product. Now you just see how the things are changing. Here we got 6 as the maximum. Here we got minus 8 as the maximum. Now moving ahead, when I become second, so 0 first, second, it will be 6 into minus 2. Now it will become minus 12. Okay. And now stuff equals to array of n minus 1 minus I. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 minus 1 minus 2, which is going to be first element, which is this element. So minus 8 into 3, it is going to give you minus 24. Now for taking out the maximum product, the maximum of pre and stuff over here, it's minus 12. So maximum, and then maximum product equals to maximum of max product and that maximum which we took out right now. So maximum is over here is 6 and minus 12, the maximum is going to be 6 only. So in the maximum product, the 6 is only going to be stored over here. Now moving towards the third element, which is this one. Okay. Now moving towards the third element, pre equals to pre into array of I, which is pre right now is minus 12. So minus 12 into array of I, it is minus 48. So now it becomes minus 48. This number minus 48. Now here is stuff equals to stuff into array of n minus 1 minus I, which is 4 minus 1 minus 3. 3 minus 3 equals to 0. We wanted this element, so it will be minus 48 only. And the maximum of minus 48 and 48 is going to be minus 48 only. And when we are going to take out the maximum of max product and this, it is going to be minus 48. No, it is going to be 6 only. So here we got the maximum product as 6. So the maximum product which is going to be printed over here is going to be 6. Okay. So this is how the whole program runs for the maximum product. You would have observed that how by keeping the track, we was from the first side we were getting 1, 2, 6, minus 12, and from the backward side we were getting 1, 4, minus 8, minus 24. Ultimately the end solution was getting minus 48 because of the multiplying the whole number. But the way we were getting the number, it all makes the difference. Okay. So this was whole concept, and let me write down this code very neatly. You just write on the code, you just write the code which I am going to write. It would run because I have already run it on the leetcode. I am just writing it. You just do it by yourself on leetcode. Okay. So I am going to take the for loop where I will declare I equals to 0, I greater than n, and I plus plus, and then I am going to take pre equals to 1, or pre so I can take outside. Why I will declare every time pre equals to 1 and stuff equals to 1, and then I could say one thing, that if pre equals to 0, then turn it as 1, okay, and if stuff equals to 0, then also turn stuff as 1. Okay, so here we took out pre, here we took out stuff, and now pre equals to pre into array of I. pre equals to pre into array of I, and stuff equals to stuff into array of n minus 1 minus I. Now max product equals to, I am going to create one max product also, pre-created, stuff created, pre-stuff. Now I am going to create one max product also, which is equals to minus infinity. So max product equals to maximum of maximum of max product and maximum of pre comma stuff. And then I am going to see out or return max product. So this is going to be the entire code, students, which is going to work. This is going to be the entire code, okay? You just dry run this code once, you will get it from here. And put this code on leetcode, you will get it. I don't want you to copy and paste, okay? Just run it once. So this was all for today. Thank you, and keep learning. Never give up, because once you are going to give up, you would never want to continue it, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.